Hey, church isn't for you. I know it. You know it, because church is just a bunch of losers. You've got plenty of good reasons not to believe in Jesus Christ. Tell me, why would a God who's good allow evil in the world? Why doesn't Jesus like gay people? Is there something wrong with gay people? And then you talk about all your friends. Come to church with me. Come to church with me. If he's supposed to be a God of love, how come his followers are just so full of hate and alcohol? All of a sudden, alcohol is this terrible thing, and then everybody thinks that you're a drunk. And didn't Jesus turn water into wine anyways? How come every single Christian just really wants you to vote the same way white evangelical voters? And you grew up in church, right? Like you went to all the different classes, you read all the different stories, and you watched as your dad would leave home and put on the church face, and then he would get back home and become the real him. And you saw how much of a difference this really made in his life, right? And man, what about all that weird stuff, the spiritual stuff? Everybody's running around in circles and falling over. Maybe you gave it a month, and maybe it just didn't do anything for you. You had to grow up and stop believing in fairy tales. And all those writers in the Bible were really just paternalistic, women hater, gay bashing men. What about the person who you prayed and you prayed and you prayed for and they never got healed? How come he let you down so completely? And really, a snake in the Garden of Eden and an apple. There's science upon science upon science. These things have been disproven. We're past this stuff, right? We can't keep holding to all this stuff from thousands of years ago. Maybe you've asked a lot of these same questions, or maybe you've asked all these same questions. I mean, there's the politics and the people and the hypocrisy and the fact that the church just wants your money. And maybe, just maybe, you got to the point where you said, enough is enough. You know, I have to fight a lot of those same fights every single day. I ask a lot of those same questions every single day. We're not perfect. I'm not saying we are. I'm saying that we're working through a lot of the same things along with you. But we've come to this question that we can't get away from. What if it's true? What if he really does exist? And what if he made you? And what if he made me? And he made us to know him. And all that wanting and all that seeking and all that yearning and chasing and constant fighting is because of the fact that we're missing him. We've had to work through these things. And I'm not saying we have it all figured out. What I'm saying is we've found something worth living and worth dying for. I mean, doesn't it get old? All the working for today, or maybe even tomorrow, of buying a new car or buying a new house, hoping that maybe this will make you stop wanting, but you just keep wanting. And doesn't it get old, just the entertaining your life away every single day? That's all you do, and you just kind of make it through the next day. What if you could wake up with a purpose and a design and a desire for something more? I'm not asking you to come to our church. I don't want you to come to our church. What I want for you is that you would just give it one more shot. Take one step today. You've got a friend, maybe he's a Christian. Go and talk to that friend. Ask them, why do you believe? Maybe read one book or pick up the Bible one more time. Maybe today you might just pray one prayer and ask God, if you really exist, would you show me? Would you show me today that you're real? And see what he does. What's the worst that's going to happen? You already don't believe. If he doesn't show himself, you're in the same boat you are now. But if he does, and if he's real, shouldn't that change everything? You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Take one step today.